Hi, I'm Caroline Calder, and welcome to Scots Talk. Today I'm joined by our head of school, Mr. Ethan Shapiro, who will be answering some of our questions. Hello, Mr. Shapiro. Thank you for joining us today.
How are you, Caroline?
Good. How are you?
Awesome.
So our first question, this semester I heard that faculty trained on AI. What were the big takeaways from this professional development?
Yeah, good question. Obviously, AI is starting to become a bigger part of all of our lives, both in school and outside of school. So we had this day-long training a few months ago where all faculty got to see various applications of AI, both for them in the classroom and actually across the school, even outside of academics. And it kind of brought everybody up to one base level where we can begin to then get into more deep dives about how we can use AI productively in the classroom.
I know we were founded as a boarding school, a boys' boarding school in 1962, and now we're more of a day school with a boarding component. How does having a boarding program benefit the community?
Well, I could talk about that for a long time. I'll try and give you a short answer. I think when you talk to people that are involved in St. Andrews about St. Andrews and ask them what they love about St. Andrews, one of the biggest things they'll say is it's a really warm and welcoming community. I think that community feel comes from being a boarding school. The fact that so many people live and work here all the time and never go home. This is their home. The other thing I would say is the Association of Boarding Schools recently did a study talking about the impact of going to boarding school on both the boarders and day students that go to a boarding school. And for all students that go to a boarding school, there are a lot higher outcomes in terms of a thriving index. So all of our kids, whether they're boarders or day students, definitely benefit from the fact that we are a boarding school.
With all the alumni receptions you attend, when speaking with alums, what do you hear most about their time on St. Andrews?
Yeah, there's a lot of common themes. How much their teachers cared, how much they loved their classes, their teachers, their coaches, how much they have kept their friendships up. Mm-hmm. It's all the same positive, really good stuff you hear from current students.
The engagement theme has been a success this year. Have you narrowed down your theme for next year yet?
So I have a sense in talking to the leadership of the school, the senior administrators, about what we want, what we all want for a theme for next year. So let's just say we think we have one in mind and we'll reveal it fairly soon. Stay tuned.
And then College Shirt Day is coming up on May 2nd. Can you share with us a favorite college memory from your college days?
I had a lot of really favorite memories. One is when I first arrived on campus, my first day when I got out of the car, a kid who I'd never met before came up to greet me. He had moved in. He was a freshman. And that kid ended up being one of my best friends for my whole life. So I would say from the moment I showed up on my college, that might have been a best memory.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, and thank you for answering our questions.
My pleasure.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for tuning into Scots Talk. And remember,
Go Scots.